Most beginner traders enter on hype or hope. So today I'll do a live setup showing you how I do it. I don't always win, but more often than not. Let's get into it. As usual, the first thing I do is go around PulseFlow to see the state of the market. I've been away for a couple of days, so I've got a bit of catching up to do. Let's go. Live status, extremely bearish. Okay, what's Bitcoin been doing? Let's check it out. Oh, I see. So last week we had a big drop. All the gains we'd had over the last 10 or 4 weeks has gone. So that's the starting point of today. If you remember many weeks ago, when we dropped back down to this order block, we passed through this one. I said if we go through this one, then this one has to hold it up. It did for a number of weeks, but last week just all those losses came into play. And now we're at risk of losing this order block. If we do, where will it go? Well, here's a tip. Turn on order blocks and add another one. My default is set to 3, but let's move it to 4 and see what that shows us. Perfect. Okay. I also have a memory of saying that if we lose this order block, then 80,000 is in play. And if we come down to here, 81.80 it is. So let's hope that this week, this order block keeps Bitcoin up. Now we kind of know why, don't we? That certain individual I made reference to went to Davos last week and made a complete ass of himself. The markets are unsure, and that's why all this is happening. I mean, if we go to gold, everybody's fearful. Everybody's getting out. And that's why within PulseFlow, the health is extremely bearish. Okay, it's also Monday now, so let's see what we've got at the start of the week. I like to go to strategy rankings, have a quick look. Institutional liquidity doing very well, order blocks doing very well. I also like to go to this one, strategy performance by volume tier. As you know, I break down all the 430 some trading pairs we now have in PulseFlow, and I break them down into high volume, mid volume, and low volume coins, because there's a big difference when you're trading them, right? So right now, the strategies that did good last week, the week before it was Liquidity Hunt or Liquidity Sweep on all 3, but now it still takes the low volume, but Stack Break and Order Block take the ones above it. So let's have a quick look for something to trade. First thing I do, Super Confluence. Oh, hang on a minute. This is the latest one in, and this came in 30 minutes ago. That's good. Oh, four out of the 6 strategies. Now, Enhanced FPG is usually the lowest win rate. It's pretty good, but it's still the lowest. But Order Block, Liquidity Hunt, and Stack Break, the 2 top 3 in the volume tiers, are all there. Let's go to Liquidity Hunt. Here we go. So, mid-tier, 14,000 volume, not bad. Stop of 7.86. Going its own way came in 33 minutes ago. Liquidity Hunt was 2 hours ago. Fair value gap breaker structure 2 hours ago. So, and we had a volume spike. Something's going on here. Let's take a look. Let's not mess around. Let's go. Okay, what I'm going to do, my usual thing, I'm going to do some setup, come back to you so I don't bore you to death. Okay. And straight away, again, you can see, I know I bang on about it, and I'm going to stop doing this, right? Because it must get boring if you watch all of my videos, but points of control. So what happened is it came all the way down here, pinged off this point of control, pinged back off that point of control. They are incredibly strong support and resistance, right? Which is why I use them to help me with stop losses, to help me with profit targets, things like that. So now let's do some other things. Let's have a look around. You can see where we had the liquidity sweep. You can see where we had the fair value gap with a break of structure. It's actually pinged back into that now. Hang on a minute. Because normally what I would do is expect that retracement, right? Which is what we've actually had. So here we are now. Tell you what, let's just put on this. 8% it's saying now. This is the PulseFlow stop loss that I've written as a pine indicator within TradingView. Same algorithm that's used in the alerts. The red bar there when you're going short, the green bar here when you're going long. I think that's fine. Let's just make sure it's still going its own way from Bitcoin. Yes, it is. It had 0.735 correlation. Now it's got 0.6. Anything less than 0.2, that means it's not following Bitcoin, right? Again, this is another PulseFlow TradingView indicator. Now, one thing to note is I never chase. I say that again in every video, I never chase. Had I have been doing this setup and not this video, I may well have gone in at that point there, set my stop accordingly, about there. But now I'd have to wait for it to come back down again because I never chase, right? Golden rule. Because you know, if you go in now, it's going to kind of go up a little and then come down, right? So you're going to be going in somewhere here. And before you know it, you're already in a big loss. So you'd be stupid to do that, right? So anyway, that's my setup. Let's see what tomorrow brings. We are in a very bearish market. I did a check before. The bulk of the PulseFlow 435 coins that we have are all in a downtrend. There's only something like 30 in an uptrend. So I'm going against the market at the moment. So let's see what happens with this trade tomorrow. Okay, thanks a lot. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I shall see you on the results of this finished tomorrow.